Hey, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to compare GrandeLASH MD to Lilash. These are both really great lash systems that I have been using for years, and I wanted to do a comparison and see which one is actually better. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to explain why lash serums work. I'm going to go a little bit into the science of how they work, and then I'm just going to do an honest review. I used one on one eye for 3 months and one on the other eye. So I have the full review for you here. I am also going to be reviewing both of their brow serums as well. So let's get into the review. I started using lash growth serums basically when Latisse came out, so it's been a while. And since other brands started selling products, I have switched it up because I just didn't love Latisse's. It had like the dropper and then the brush system. I prefer a tube so much more. So when I say tube, it's like this instead. It's just so much easier to do, especially because this is my last step of my skincare routine before I get in bed. I also didn't like that I had to get Latisse from a doctor. So I have used GrandeLASH and Lilash for years, and I've really enjoyed them. I've also tried Rodan & Fields, and it really irritated my eyes. And then I tried some all-natural brands that really didn't do much for me. Lash growth serums really have one main ingredient that makes your lashes grow. I'm not going to do a super deep dive into ingredient lists because truly I don't really care when people do that. I just like to know a little bit of the science behind why they work, and then which one works better. But I do have an opinion on their ingredient list, and I'll explain that in a little bit. I'll just get into it later. So first, let's talk about where lash serums began. It's all started with Latisse, and the active ingredient in Latisse is bimatoprost, which is a prostaglandin analog, and I could be butchering that, but it basically extends the growth phase of your eyelashes. And then at the same time, you also grow more eyelash hairs. So that basically means thicker and longer lashes. The discovery of bimatoprost and the effects of lashes actually was discovered by accident. So Allergan, yes, the same Allergan that makes Botox, that's the company behind Latisse. And in 2001, Allergan developed a medicated eye drop for glaucoma, it's like an eye condition that damages the optic nerve by abnormally high pressure in your eye. It's one of the leading causes of blindness for people over the age of 60. And as they were testing this new eye drop, they found that as a side effect, people were growing longer and fuller lashes. And so that prompted Allergan to investigate bimatoprost, which is the key ingredient in Latisse. So this isn't really proven, but experts believe that the decreased pressure on the eyeball is what allows for the eyelashes to stay in the anagen or the growth phase for longer. And I totally believe this because when I was doing my DIY long wearing lash extensions, when I would remove them after 5 days or so, my lashes would come off with them when I wasn't using lash serum. But I just did a test a few weeks ago of a new brand, and I had 0 lashes come off after 5 days, which is unheard of. So I do think that these really just increase the durability and endurance of your actual lashes. GrandeLASH and Lilash don't use bimatoprost as their main ingredient, but they do use similarly functioning ingredients. And if you look at their ingredient list, you will see that Lilashes is much shorter than GrandeLASH. GrandeLASH really likes to talk about how their products also have ingredients that hydrate and condition your lashes. So that would explain probably why theirs is much longer than Lilash's ingredient list, whereas Lilash just sticks to the basics. We're gonna grow your lashes as long as we possibly can. And by the way, these are vegan, cruelty-free, and paraben-free. They both are. It can take 4 to 6 weeks of using a lash serum every night to notice any difference. And then by the 12-week mark, you should have the full results. Side effects of lash serums can range from itchy red eyes, unwanted hair growth in areas that the product repeatedly touches, darkening of the eyelids, reduced eye pressure, which could mask glaucoma, permanently increasing pigmentation and the color of your light eyes. So if you have like really light blue eyes, it could potentially make them darker. And it didn't happen to me, but those are some side effects that you could experience. And then you just use one swipe on both eyes. So you don't need to re-dip in between them. So it really does last, like a little bit of product goes a very long way. And then you want to apply it like eyeliner right along the lash line, and you don't apply it to the bottom lashes because as you're sleeping, it will actually seep down and you will notice your bottom lashes will get longer from using this. You don't need to apply it there. So between the two, I do like that GrandeLASH has this textured tube. I don't know if you can see that. but it makes it really easy to grab when your hands are covered in skincare because I always do this as the last step in my skincare routine, and I found that to be helpful many times. You'll see that there's like bite marks in my eyelash because I'll use my teeth sometimes to get it open. It's probably not good, but good job on packaging, GrandeLASH. And then both of the brands are ophthalmologist tested and safe for sensitive eyes. They're also safe to use with contacts and lash extensions. I actually, whenever I wear my DIY long wearing lash extensions, I have so many videos, by the way, about long wearing lash extensions that you can do at home. So if you guys are interested in trying those, I will link that here and in the bio for you. My favorite brand currently is Lilac Street, so if you're interested in trying them. But I will use this even when I have extensions on, and I apply it just right on top of my lash, just like normal, and I find that it doesn't mess with the glue. I actually recommend using a lash serum in conjunction with your lash extensions if you are a regular lash extension user, because it will keep your actual lashes healthy underneath the extension. So I know that sometimes people complain that extensions can cause major damage, and this can help you. And then also when people stop doing extensions, I feel like they kind of go into shock and then they're missing their eyelashes. So using a lash serum instead of quitting extensions cold turkey can actually help ease that shock. And then when you do come off extensions, you can start using brands like Lilac Street or Lashify, whatever lashes you want to use at home. And you can use them all the time, or you can just use them when you have special events. It's kind of like when you have a clip-in hair extension or a halo, you put it on when you want them instead of having to wear them all the time. And so between wears, you will have longer lashes if you use a serum. I can guarantee that these definitely both work. So GrandeLASH is more affordable. It has 3 sizes. It's 6 week supply for $34, a 3-month supply for $68, or a 6-month supply for $125. And then Lilash has 2 different sizes, a 3-month for $90 or a 6-month for $150. I don't really know why GrandeLASH has the 6 week. I feel like that's really pointless because 6 weeks you're not really gonna see the full results. So you're gonna think your lash serum didn't really work for you. So I kind of like that Lilash makes you do a minimum of 3 months. I also have discount codes for both brands. So I have a coupon for 20% off Lilash and then a coupon for 15% off GrandeLASH if you buy directly from their websites. If you buy for Amazon or Ulta, then I don't really have anything that can help you, but it can definitely ease the cost of these serums. And I also like that if you buy from the website, they both have 90-day guarantees. So if you get to the 90th day and you're like, I don't really like my results, I guess you would have to do a little bit sooner than 90 days, but you will know, you will start seeing results before then. And if you don't, or if you didn't like it, then you can send it back and get your money back. I do really like that both have that option. Both of the brands also have brow serums. And so I tested Grande on this side and then Lilash on this side. The brow serums have bigger brushes, but they say that the ingredients are actually the same, but they are designed to give best results for each area of your face. And to be honest, I've used lash serum on my brows in the past to fill in holes, and it definitely works, but I bet that the brow ones have higher concentrations of active ingredients because they're not right next to your eyeball. So it's not like risking as much sensitivity, whereas the lash ones probably have to be very specifically formulated to be right next to your eyes. Okay, let's talk results. So neither of these brands have ever caused me any eye irritation. I've never experienced darkening of my eyelids or changing of my eye colors. My one complaint is that whenever I use lash serums, my eyelashes, like in my tear ducts, always grow. And so I actually have to tweeze them, and I don't know if that's bad or not, but I don't like having hair right here. So when I use lash serums, I do have to do that. That's probably my only complaint with using these. The Lilash side grew longer faster, but it wasn't as thick as the GrandeLASH side. But then at the end of the 12-week mark, I feel like they kind of evened out for the most part. If you're looking at pictures, it's hard to tell which side is longer. You can definitely see that they both worked on me. Like, look at my before and afters. When you look in the pictures, it's kind of hard to see which side is longer, but when you see people in person, like I asked Steve yesterday and I asked a couple of my friends, and they all said that the Lilash side looks longer, and I agree. I think that Lilash gave me more length and GrandeLASH might have given me a little bit more fullness. And I'm kind of wondering if that's from all of the other ingredients that they have that condition and hydrate the hair. So maybe the hair on that eye is healthier. But when you look up close at my eyes, like, they don't look different, really. I mean, okay, Lilash side is a little bit longer, but Grande doesn't look that much more full. It was just kind of interesting over the 3 months watching them grow out, but they both definitely work. I prefer longer, so I'm gonna stick with Lilash, and I think you'll be happy with either option. But if you want a little bit more length and you want less ingredients in your product, then I would stick to Lilash. And then as for the brow serums, they both definitely worked. I was sprouting my unibrow hairs and like the random stragglers that I've tackled over the years, they were all starting to come back. And it also definitely filled in. I have this one gap in my brows. Definitely works to fill that in, so I appreciate that. I love it. I love to see how these worked over the 3 months. If you've tried any lash growth serums and you definitely think I should try them, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you like beauty content like this, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. I would love to see you next time. Thanks for watching.